Hello, this is Pam with Pamshairexpo. I want you guys to see something. What I'm getting ready to do is boil some eggs, but I'm just a little concerned because what I did was put the eggs in hot water before I put it on the stove. So yeah, the stove is not on, as you can see, because that's the front. But the stove is not on. But what I did was just set the eggs in a pot of hot water. Now, this is the first time I have ever seen anything like this. Now I can see, you can tell which eggs actually have a hole already in them, or you can say which eggs are already sort of damaged, because you can see where the water, where the egg actually has a hole in where, I guess maybe the heat or the water is getting in. And because the water is, because I can put my hand in the water, so the water is hot but not hot, put it to you like that. It's really, really not hot, but I put it in sort of like hot to lukewarm water. But the thing about it is, I'm looking at where, if I pick the egg up and I'm seeing, where the hole is at in the egg, because I'm looking at like the little bubbles that's coming up. But when I pick the egg up, it stops. Well, the reason why it stops is because it's a hole in the egg somewhere where the water is getting in, just like you see this one that's in front that has the water started popping off of it. You can't see it, not with the camera, but I can see like a tiny hole that's actually in the shell of the egg. So now I see that all I have to do is just really put the eggs in, lukewarm to hot water, and it'll show you which eggs are already damaged or which eggs have like little holes in it, because I'm seeing like the water bubbling from a hole from here, and it's a hole. Well, like I said, you may not can see it for real, but if you can see the water bubbling right there, but it's a hole on the side of the egg. There's a hole on the side of this egg where the water is coming from that egg right there. But that's just pretty fascinating, just to know that you have eggs that are damaged, that have holes in them. And you can tell when you just put it in the water. Like I said, because the stove is not on. But just because it's in the water, and I guess, like I said, the hole in the shell of the egg is absorbing in, so you can tell which eggs have the holes in them. So I actually have 4 eggs that have holes in the shells already, because the water is bubbling up. But I just thought that would be interesting for you guys to see, and that'll be a way for you guys to test your eggs too, to see which ones are damaged and which ones are not. So those would be the 4 eggs, as you can see, that has the water coming from it. Those would be the 4 eggs I will be removing, because they're damaged and they already have a hole in them. Those right there where you see the water coming from it. But thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, try that yourself. Just putting it in the lukewarm to the hot water and see whether or not it'll start, looking like it's boiling, but it's not boiling because the stove isn't on. But you can tell which eggs are damaged or which eggs have the holes in them. But thank you guys for watching. Love you and peace.